think we've discovered what it would take for the festival to not happen, and that would be a global pandemic. It was really clear to us as early as June that we probably wouldn't be able to pull this off this year. But sometimes things have to stop, I will say, or end the way they are for something new to evolve. And what I'd like to say, or the way I think in my head, is that this year was the last festival for the last 50 years. Next year, the 50th festival is the first one for the next 50 years. Because we've had the opportunity this year to really rethink some things, and one of the things that we've done is we've wanted to do an online gallery of art for 4 or 5 years, and it's taken 5 months, but we've pulled it together and we're launching our virtual art gallery. I'm on Friday, I guess it's on Sunday. It took a long time to figure out the process. It's not easy to build a website that handles e-commerce securely so that your buyers and your artists feel secure. And we weren't sure how the artists would respond either, and we actually had the happy problem of having more response than we expected. So we had quite a deluge of artists that wanted to submit artwork. So I think we have 30 or 40 artists, each with 3 or 5 pieces, and it's gonna launch, it'll be up and live next week. So it's really exciting. The other thing that we wanted to do is we recognize that the festival is a placeholder for the fall. And what we all need and what we're all lacking in 2020 are sort of these markers of time. You know, it's your sister's birthday party or your family homecoming, or it's Waterfowl Festival. And that helps us understand where we are in space and time. And we've lost a lot of those markers personally and in the community. So 10 of us nonprofits started talking early in the summer about, shouldn't we do something in the fall? How can we do something that's sort of nimble and flexible in case COVID comes back, but that can be that marker of the fall for the community? And so we came up with this idea for Community Day, which is happening on November 14th. And what's unusual is that all of us downtown nonprofits talk to each other often. And we usually try to stay out of each other's way in terms of big events. And we actually have a calendar that we all look at and that sort of thing. Well, we very intentionally came together and are very intentionally offering a day of concurrent programming. We want people to be able to come into town and be together without gathering. So there's no sort of central gathering place, but you can go to one of 10 different locations in downtown Easton and do something with your family. We've all agreed on the similar COVID precautions, and we've tried to create programming that is interesting, engaging for people, reflects our own missions, brings people downtown, also helps to support downtown businesses. We're hoping downtown businesses maybe will put their clothing rack out front, or they'll have a box lunch people can pick up. And we've tried to create programs and activities that can go on no matter what, barring a shutdown. Yep, that's the idea, is that it's in multiple locations around town. So Building African American Minds is so BAM is gonna have their video showing at their center. We're gonna do Art for the Outdoors, which is what the Avalon is hosting. That's a drive-through art gallery on Harrison Street. Right, and we're doing 4 different programs under the heading of All About Birds. So we're doing a drive-in lecture, so you can sit in your car. We're gonna get a transmitter that it's gonna come through your radio, and the lecturer will be there, and he's gonna be talking about feeding winter birds. We're also doing an interest meeting for the Junior Duck Stamp Competition to get young artists involved in doing the duck stamp paintings. The Academy Art Museum has created a maze. So you pick up your maze at 8 a.m. and you can walk around town and try and figure out your way through the maze. And they're also doing kindness rocks, which is people sign up to get their rock kits in advance. You hide them somewhere in downtown Easton. You get the rock, you take a selfie with the rock, and then you hide it somewhere else. Whatever. Eastern Shore Land Conservancy has a J. Fleming photo exhibit, and they're going to have oysters on hand. and talk a little bit about oyster restoration, but they've distanced it out in the Conservation Center. So everyone that's participating is doing something different that enables people to come out and be together in a safe way.